There's a lot of haters, man. A lot of people drank Haterade today.
Haterade.
Their hater tots for lunch.
Hater tots. All right, so moving on. Thanks, Photogenic, for submitting Women Talk for an hour. An hour. It felt like an hour. It was a minute, though.
Photogenic, and she spelled it Jen.
Yeah, Photogenic. That's
wow.
Interesting. So if you want to be, if you want to submit your videos for Talking for a Minute, send it to themantalkshow@gmail.com. And
that's emo.
This moves us on to our Badass of the Week, Man Talk's Badass of the Week. And this guy actually used to be one of my regulars at the Saddle Ranch. And then I saw him in this movie, and like he was on the OC, so he was I knew he was a bad guy on the OC, but he plays this.
He's an awesome bad guy.
So let's pull up the picture of Cam here.
Is awkward. Now for the bad news. It's gotta end with you looking like a bitch.
Boom.
Yeah, man.
Dude, he's such a badass in this movie. So this is Man Talk. We're not doing Man Talk Crush of the Week anymore because we don't crush
just
these
badass.
guys. They're just badass dudes that we have respect for.
Mad respect.
Mad respect.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like Cam. He comes into where I work sometimes too, and he's a pretty cool cat.
Dude,
quiet, but
tell him like you were a badass.
I'll tell him about Gina. I'm gonna hook him up with Gina.
I was gonna do stories with Steve, the door guy. I went to go film it on Sunday, and he was in a fight. I should have filmed the fight and put it up.
You should have just filmed him regulating.
You know what? Like this is what happened. Like I show up and like just some angry football fans just started acting a fool, and like it was like 3 guys on Steve, and Steve wrecked shop. You cannot knock that guy down. And then I called him later, and I guess the guys were like gonna come back and beat his ass. So I called him. He hasn't called me back. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, man. I've seen Steve regulate some people.
Steve is a badass. So hopefully we'll have Steve back for next week.
Running around chin checking people.
Yeah, he's no joke. He's the real deal. So Steve, hope you're okay. We'll have you on next week. So now we're moving on to the Man Talk questions. Man Talk questions. We didn't get as many this week, which is okay. But if you have Man Talk questions, please submit them to themantalkshow@gmail.com. And if you have any, start thinking of them now. Put them in the chat box, and we'll talk to you live right now. The guy name is in the shooter. It's Mark Wahlberg.
It's Marky Mark.
Yeah, he was our badass last
Marky Mark's
week.
the man.
How can I be as manly as you guys?
Like that?
Gatorade.
Gatorade.
If Gatorade's watching, we're looking for sponsors.
Gatorade. Love me some Gatorade.
I don't know. You're the one with it. But Spore likes to tag things. He's a tagger.
I don't know what that means.
He spray paints shit.